Hello and welcome to my second shamaning tutorial where I will be teaching you anchors and other basic shamaning skills and tips that are required to be a successful shaman. Excuse me if my voice gets kind of croaky or I start coughing in the middle of this because I have been talking for hours, so I'm really starting to lose my voice. So please just bear with me. Okay, so first off, I will be teaching you all of the shamaning anchors. There are two very important ones, and that one, I think the most important one would be the B anchor. Obviously, in order to get the B anchor, you have to press the B key on your keyboard. But in order to give something the B anchor, you have to select an object first and B anchor that. I don't believe it works on some objects. Like for example, it doesn't work on the balloon, definitely. It doesn't work on the arrow or the spirit. I believe all the others are fair game. Okay, so for example, I select a little board, I press B and spawn it, and voila, you have a B anchored plank. What the B anchor does is it really stabilizes planks and other objects. It holds it in place so it won't like wobble around as some of the other anchors will cause objects to do, as you will see later. The next anchor is the C anchor. Like the B anchor, you have to select an object first, and then you press C, and you will get the anchor. See? Okay. If you spawn it like this, it doesn't do anything, because C anchors help you connect different objects to other objects. For example, see, you spawn it in midair and it doesn't do anything, but if you spawn it onto another object, it will connect, because what the C anchor does is connect. Good way to remember that is C for connect. Okay, so those are the two most important anchors, and here is a very helpful tip. When you spawn anchors, if you want to move the anchor, you can just simply keep on pressing C, or whichever anchor letter you're trying to spawn. See, it starts out in the middle, but if you press C, because this is C anchor, again, it will move to the right. And then if you press it again, it will move to the left. And then you press it again and it goes back to where it began. Another very important tip to know while you are building is that the X and Z keys, they help rotate the plank. X rotates it, I believe, clockwise? Well, it rotates it to the left. And X rotates it to the right or counterclockwise. I'm not sure I got the directions right, but as you can see, while it's going this way, I'm pressing Z. While it's going this way, I'm pressing X. Okay, so now to get to the cheese, what I would do is I would press C twice. Well, actually I would press it 3 times, because it starts out in the middle and then goes to the right and then to the left, and I want it to the left. And then I would press Z until it looks like it can fit, and I would be able to help my mice reach the cheese. Now I spawn it. Sorry about that, the map just ended. Let me do that again. And voila. Now I can get to the cheese, and so will other mice, and they can get back to the hole. Now notice how the plank I spawned is moving a bit? Well, that's because it's C, and C only helps you connect things to other things. It doesn't really like keep the object it's connected to in place like the B anchor does. So if you want to keep a plank in place, here's what I suggest you do. After doing this, to keep this plank from moving, do this. However, as you can see, you can no longer climb this plank because there is another plank blocking you. Well, actually, I can climb it, but noobs won't be able to. So here's the third trick that you need to know. Spacebar on your keyboard helps you turn a solid plank or other object into a ghost one. Now, we can go through ghosts. See? So if you were to spawn this instead of this, you would easily be able to climb the plank still. So that's what I suggest. To stabilize this C plank, spawn a ghost B plank around the middle of the plank to keep it from moving and to really stabilize it so that you have a really nice build. I'm gonna wait for the next map. Alright. Okay. Next up is the V anchor. Obviously you get the V anchor by pressing the V key on your keyboard. What the V anchor does is, it's like the C anchor, it connects other objects to other objects. But look at what the V anchor does. The V anchor is not able to hold itself upright like the C anchor. See the difference? The C anchor might not be stable, but it is able to hold itself upright, unlike the V anchor. The V anchor is very helpful if you want to like make a little door. Like, for example, you're trying to build something, but you don't want to trap mice, but they're not really listening to you, or like listening to your arrows, and you're telling them where to go. What you would do you would probably spawn a V anchor so that if they choose to come back, they can just push right past the plank and they can climb it. Because watch, the C, you cannot do that. It will not move. It will not budge. But let me get. Oops. This is going to fail. Excuse me. Okay, I'm gonna have to think of a better example because I'm pretty sure this is going to confuse you a lot more than it's gonna help you. Alright, okay, let's see. Alright, okay, look at this. See, now it looks like I just trapped myself, but look at this. Mice can push right past V planks because V planks only connect, but they can't hold themselves in place. And then, so instead of using a C plank in a situation where you could possibly trap your saves, use the V plank. But you have to remember that V planks can't hold themselves up. So if you wanted to, for example, build to the cheese here, you would have to spawn a ghost B plank or a solid B plank, whatever you want, to support the V plank, because if you don't, the V plank will just fall over, and it's like, that's not very helpful, is it? For example, If I spawned a V plank like this, it simply falls over. However, if I did this, ta-da! It supports itself. Okay, this is glitching because I spawned 2 anchors in the exact same place, right here. Let me see if I can give you a better example next map. See, the B plank is supporting the V plank that without it would just fall over. For example, like this one. Okay, that's what's good about V plank, because mice can just push it. As long as you don't actually attach the B plank to the V plank, it should be able to move. Like this. And even if mice fell over the edge or whatever, they'd still be able to get to the hole. Alright.